What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. I was muted and I noticed and I fixed it. Welcome to The Breakdown, episode 761, sponsored by Midnight. Shout out to Midnight sponsoring the show. We go to Midnight City every Friday to check on what my AI agent is doing. What is he doing? Checking it out. Okay. Also, Polymarket, the official prediction market sponsor of The Breakdown. Yes. Yes, sir. Polymarket.com, the official prediction market sponsor of The Breakdown. Cake Wallet. I feel like I've been the ambassador for, I was about to say Bake Wallet. For Cake Wallet, I feel like I really am the ambassador right now with everything that's gone on with cold storage, obviously cold card and shit. You know, if you're feeling a little bit on edge, like, hey, man, I'm not trusting these cold wallets right now, I'd really go and for the time being, look at, Cake Wallet, put your Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, Zcash on it. Again, just for the time being until they work shit out. And, one of the things that I retweeted or I posted out there was, do you feel safe holding Bitcoin or any of your other crypto assets right now with everything that's going on? And obviously Gmarkets, shout out to Gmarkets, gmarkets.io. You can check out the latest listings. You can check out the latest data on all your favorite assets, all right? I'm excited. I'm going to tell you why. You know what? I'm not going to jinx it, but I'm excited. I'm excited today. We have at 12:45, we have Ron from the basement, the creator of UFD, coming on. That's right. He's coming on to chop it up with us, man. He's coming on to chop. I love having Ron on. I think me and Ron have a great relationship. I like having Ron on. Ron's a cool cat, man. Ron's a cool cat. We'll have Landy on at 12:15. He'll jump in here. And I'll smack him around a little bit, that little puppet. He did a show yesterday, Market Update. If you didn't catch it, It aired at 9 p.m. There's replays, so you can go ahead and look at it and see what's up with the markets. S&P is broke. It's broke records. Today it broke another record, all-time high. I was looking at, I went on to, hold on, what is this? What the hell is this? Hold on, we got, what? Are you serious? Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, that's crazy. What the hell is this? That is crazy. Okay. I gotta go ahead and work with that. Hold on. What the hell is this? Is cool as shit. Hold on. Hold on. Now I gotta work on this. Now I see what I gotta work on. Now I see what I gotta work on. Shoot. Okay. All right. I know I need to work on. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I apologize. How rude of me. Here I am. I'm live on the show. People are tuned in. TikTok, X, wherever you're from, you're tuned in. I'm just having a conversation with myself. I'm looking at things. What I was looking at is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Yes, I was looking at the Gokhshtein site right now. It did refresh here. Give me 1 second. It did refresh, but I'm looking at, where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Where the hell is it? It disappeared. Why did it disappear? Goddamn disappeared? I was just looking at this shit. Ain't no way it disappeared like that just now. What are we talking about? Hold on, what the fuck happened just now? There you go. Okay. But y'all can't see this. All right, look, S&P 500 hits 7,700 plus and $70 trillion market cap for the first time. That's what I was looking at. By the way, that's what I really was looking at right now. I was like, man, that's awesome, man. That is fucking awesome. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown. Gokhshtein.com. Okay. There's a few hiccups that I got to fix real quick. But Gokhshtein.com is live. Yes, we are. I am excited. I'm fucking absolutely fucking excited. Okay. If you want to get your news, you're looking to get your news. It doesn't matter whether it's crypto, whether it's traditional finance, whether it's sports, whether it's politics, geopolitics. We got it covered. Okay. I'm fucking excited. Okay. I'm fucking excited. I can be excited. Am I allowed to be excited? Yes, I am. I'm allowed to be excited. By the way, Landy actually told me yesterday he's not joining me this morning because he has things to do. Okay? He's way too important to come on one of the best shows that you can ever. First of all, it is an honor to come onto this show. And I think my guests understand that as well. And we chop it up. Yesterday, we had a great show. We had Deployer on. Shout out to him. Like I said, Coinbase needs to give this man a $2 million contract per year, 2 million plus options. Okay? To help build, not only to help build tech on there, but also to bring back the goddamn community. Because look at that. Look, he has a savage following, man. So shout out to him. We'll bring him on hopefully in the next month or two so we can chop it up. Clarity Act hits. They're talking about the Clarity Act. They're talking about bring the Clarity Act to the floor. Let's see what happens. Republicans, this is on you. I'm telling you right, as a Republican, I am telling Republicans, this is on you right now. I don't want to hear it. You know what? This is the first time I'm agreeing. Listen, I've agreed with Scaramucci before on the show, but this is the first time I really agree with him. The Republicans have to bring the bill to the floor. If the Republicans are going to vote for the Clarity Act, then hey, listen, bring it to the floor, vote for it, and then we shall see who doesn't vote for it. That's it. And crypto bros will be able to figure out who is pro crypto and who is not. It's that simple. By the way, I think the more important topic is the manual and regulations for retail. Because if you're giving this clarity to the banking system, well, we need clarity ourselves. Retail needs clarity. It does. Retail needs clarity. 100% needs clarity. By the way, I was going to talk about this. I am going to talk about this. The meme economy, I believe, is bullish right now. I believe crypto is bullish right now, even though we've had a setback with everything that's happened with this exploit with Cold Card. That's been a setback. I just wanted to, I'm going to repeat this again. I'm going to repeat this again. I'm going to start a movement that I believe will be absolutely great. It'll be big. A movement that rallies retail, Main Street retail together to go ahead and bring back crypto. That's what I want. Bring back crypto. Bring back the culture. And I've said this so many times. It's been like, what, 30 days now? Or hold on, how many days has it been? How many days has it actually been? It's been over a month. And I wrote down everybody who has been, from day one to day now, I've been able to look and see who's about that life. Who's here for profits, who's here for a green candle, and who's really here to be a part of something. Because how many times do I have to say it? It doesn't have to be a token. It doesn't have to be a coin, a token, a blockchain that rallies a bunch of people to do amazing things. It doesn't. What if I sit here and just tell you things that I think are going to be fucking absolutely great to go ahead and get into? And here you get into it, and it's actually something backed by a real developer, a real meme, a real lore to it. And here we are, we join together, and things become green again. I'm just saying. Because that, to me, what the White Bull movement is all about. The White Bull movement is about, it's bigger than a token. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than anything. It comes down to rallying a bunch of people that are tired with the way the space has been conducting itself. Retail finally takes control of the narrative. And we finally start building again and supporting our builders. That's really what it is, if you think about it. In my eyes, that's what it is. But I've seen, though thankfully my brand has been built out, it does not depend on a green candle for ratings. But I've seen how people were here the first day and how have slowly disappeared. And that's because the green candle isn't there. The greed that they say that they don't have is there. Social experiment, it's a test. And I get to watch this every single day. I also get to watch people rooting for others to fail. I hope you win, but here, I really don't. That's what people sit out here and really think. It's like they'll say, I hope you win, but I really hope you don't. I've seen this kind of shit go on right now in the space. I'm talking about others have experienced this. Sadly, have experienced this. At some point, y'all gonna have to rally. Y'all gonna have to rally behind good people. People that are coming out here working their ass off, and they're coming out here with this kind of message like, hey, I want to be a part of something great. I want to build something great, and I want to help fix this industry. Rally around those kind of people. Don't fade them. I'm just saying. Listen, I've been talking to my team. Okay, that's all I'll tell you guys. I've been talking to my team to understand the direction that I need to be heading into. I trust my team respectfully. I trust my team more than anybody else. Because they're gonna they're gonna tell me exactly what I need to do to get this right. I've written down so many things right here on my pad. I've been watching, I've been sitting back and looking and observing what works, what doesn't work. Because if I were to go out and bless something or endorse something, my ass wants to make sure that I make the least mistakes as possible, because mistakes will come. Mistakes will happen, or I don't want to say mistakes so much. I would say you'll have some hiccups. But the least amount of hiccups is what I'm looking for. So for those who have been patient and respect the fact that I will choose what I believe is the best route for me to go into, which will serve the community well. By the way, if I just want to put this, I want to really unleash this right here, rip the Band-Aid off and tell you. I think I'm a pretty good builder. I really do. I really believe that I am a really good builder. Have I been successful at everything? No, I don't think anybody is. I think I could say 90% of the time I get it right. Maybe 10% of the time you're experimenting, you're trying, you're learning. So, and I think any entrepreneur will really tell you that. Any real entrepreneur would agree with what I just said. There's things you try, might not work, but you stick to it. If it's something real, you stick with it, and you tinker here and there to make sure that you can move forward again and you avoid any of those hiccups. So I got to make sure that when I go full go, if I do, that I am setting myself up to win, because if I win, then everybody else wins with me. Okay? I'm going to say this again. You guys said you would rally behind me, right? All I've heard is y'all will rally behind me because you believe I'm a real leader, right? You believe that I'm a real builder. You believe that because I'm out here front facing that I can do what I say. Or if there's somebody to rally behind, it's somebody like me, because I give a fuck, and I've given a fuck way before all these metas came out. Okay, like I've been here. I haven't sold off my crypto. Okay, I've held my crypto from cycle to cycle. I've been here. Right. I've shown up, like Johnny said, who came on here. Johnny came on here, a really good lawyer, an attorney. For those who need an attorney, go ahead and hit up Johnny. I'll probably put his handle in here somewhere. He came on here a few weeks ago and said the most consistent thing in crypto is David Gokhshtein in this show. I'm paraphrasing it because I think that's what he said. And I've showed up every single day, whether the market was bear or bull. I've been here. Bottom line. You guys told me you would support me regardless of what I do. Regardless of which way I go, you'll support me because you believe that I will be successful. So there should be no conversations. Nobody should be mad. Nobody should be discouraged. None of that should happen, because you guys said that, hey, this is the guy that can lead. We want to lead. We want him to lead. Who told you about Dogecoin? I did. Who talked about Dogecoin nonstop? I did. Who has the tweets to prove that he talked about Dogecoin nonstop? I do. Who has the press releases and the articles in mainstream media who talked about Dogecoin and the memes when it wasn't popular? I did. Who went on network TV talking about memes? I did. Who has been doing grassroots marketing? Who has been talking about meme culture? I have. I didn't just start talking about this shit in 2021. I didn't come from the NFT bros and cabals and didn't know shit about crypto and shitted on crypto and fucking masturbated to fucking NFT pictures. Okay, that's not me. Though I did buy NFTs because whatever, I was supporting people. But I can't. I'm from crypto, bro. I'm just saying. Now you got people. You got the plants in this. Yeah, I'm gonna call it for what it is. You got the plants here now. You got the cabals here now. You got the VCs here now, putting in their own people, backing them up with money. They refuse. Well, you know what? I don't want to say they refuse because they would love to have me. I refuse to go there. I refuse to play for that team. I'm on my own team. And it's not because I want to be an individual. Nah, it's just that that's not the culture. That right there that you're witnessing right now, that is propped up. That's not culture. Look at the other side. It's not culture. These KOLs, they don't know blockchain. They wouldn't be able to explain blockchain to you. You know it, I know it. You watch it, I watch it. You see it, I see it, okay? It is easy to understand who has been here and who's been a part of the thread and who's not. We'll fix that. We'll nip that shit in the butt. We'll nip that shit in the butt. I want the bull with 3 seconds left. I keep saying this. I want to take the last shot because that's what leaders do. That's what people with confidence. I have massive confidence in myself. I know I can go ahead. I know I can go to the hoop and slam that shit in. Like, I know it. And I'll build this out brick by brick. For those who believe in me, brick by brick, we'll build this out. I'm not going to entice people with free money. This whole thing, and respectfully, this is my approach. I wasn't paid to go into Pepe. Nobody airdropped me Pepe when I went in. Nobody airdropped me Dogecoin when I went in. And if that does happen, hypothetically speaking, if I feel like airdropping one day, it would be to the people that believed in this mission. It wouldn't be to some random people that just showed up and they want a handout and they didn't put no work into the motherfucker. That's not how we're playing this game. I think that's the worst thing we can do, honestly, as an industry, is airdrop people that don't give a fuck about what your mission statement is and don't give a fuck about the space. They're looking to quick flip it. So what's the point? I think what I'm looking at right now here at this very book that I'm looking towards, I think I've put together something with my team. I'm talking about my team. I want to clarify quickly. I have people that I can turn to and ask them, hey, man, what do you think about this? That kind of team. They're not hired, okay, in terms of something like that. Then I'll be a part, just people I can turn to who will give me a realistic answer from every perspective. That's who I turn to. Welcome to the breakdown. Anybody doubting the white bull movement is stupid. That's all I got to say. Anybody doubting, God bless you, man. God bless you. I think a lot of people will only fuck with you if you can show them a green candle. I'm not going to show you a green candle. That's not what we're doing here. Okay? I'm going to work my ass off. We have a lot of people. I got to tell you, we got a lot of people. Got a lot of people that are going to want to get behind this because they want this. People want to come into a space where they're a part of something. And I'm talking about not just like drama, but they're a part of something like the Wall Street Bets movement. People want that. They do. 100%. I've talked to people, they want that. They've been asking for it. So again, I haven't called anything. When the time comes, I'll call what I feel is best for me. But the white bull movement in general is just bigger than one person. Bottom line, it's just bigger than one person. The movement in general is bigger than one person. Period. Anyway, welcome to The Breakdown, episode 761. Sponsored by Midnight, of course, Midnight. Check me out at Midnight City on Fridays. We go journey into looking at what the hell is my AI agent doing. First of all, my AI agent is dressed up in the suit. He doesn't sleep. He walks around his apartment. It's crazy. And he's beefing with people in Midnight City. We're going to take that shit over. Also, shout out to Polymarket. Polymarket is the official prediction market sponsor of The Breakdown. Also, Cake Wallet. I already said the exploit with Cold Card. It's sad. It's not on the people. The people who put Bitcoin on that cold wallet, okay, should have not. They do not deserve this fate. They just do not. And that is a black eye for the industry. Regardless of how you put it, I don't know how you bring people in here. I just don't know how you bring people in here right now where they'll feel safe putting their money on cold storage. And I say that respectfully. I like Ledger, Treasure, like I'll name them all out. But at the end of the day, if this kind of stuff happens, multimillionaires or people just, it doesn't even have to be a millionaire. Somebody who has money looking at this space, we haven't done, and this is where I keep saying, our products, we have done nothing. Without products, we have done nothing to take them to the next level. This is now going to be a perfect opportunity for the institutions to now come in and say, you know what? We know how to build. Trust us, and we got you. We can't do this in our industry. This is permissionless, right? The institutions, you know what? They fuck up. They're going to say, you know what? Don't worry, we got you. And this is going to send people into buying ETFs and paper Bitcoin, paper products in general. It's a bad look. It is really a bad look. We have not spent money. The problem is these big companies have not allocated money towards cyber security or security in general. Let's keep it for what, if they've allocated 2% towards that, that's not enough. It should have been 10. Especially with AI, they should have cranked it up. AI coming out, Claude talking about attacking things. They should have cranked up security. They should have looked for vulnerability. They should have done everything possible, but they didn't. So we'll be right back after this commercial break, and we'll have Ron from the basement to talk about unicorn fart dust after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back to episode 761, sponsored by Midnight, Polymarket, Cake Wallet. We're back, and we have a really good guest come on. I'm going to ask him some questions. I'm feeling some sort of way. Okay, I'm feeling some sort of way. I got to ask Ron some hard-hitting questions. Let's bring him on. Ron, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, David, great to see you. Long time no see. Thanks to all your viewers and your sponsors. I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing great, but I feel like you forgot about me.
No, you're like my favorite, man. I mean, honestly, when I look back to all the different shows that I was on and that I continue to be on, you are like right there at the very top. So yeah, no, it's I follow you. I watch you. I watched a great interview you did with Jakey a few days ago. I'm a big fan of Jakey's, and I love you guys talked about waking up every day scared, right? And like needing to go out there and keep plugging away. And it resonated with me. So no, I'm a big fan of yours, David.
Unbelievable. I think Susie and your mom, I can believe that. I think they have been watching me. I think Ron forgot about me, guys. Ron said, screw this guy. Who is this guy? I'm kidding. I'm just messing around, guys. Because I know your community is going to get, oh my God, what is he talking about? But
yeah,
all right.
The community, everybody, you know, we're big supporters, and it's a big deal for me to be here. I'm super excited, Dave. Thanks.
How's all right? Let's go to UFD, Unicorn Fart Dust. How many months has it? Actually, it's been over a year, right?
Yeah, it's been over a year and a half. I think like 590 plus days at this point. Yeah, it's been I don't know, almost 20 months that we've been working on the project.
You've been through hell and back with this project.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Crypto can be brutal. Crypto's awesome. I mean, I was listening to what you were saying before I came on, and I like totally agree with you on so many points. Really, I wouldn't contest anything you said. I mean, it's beautiful. It's great. I love the original ethos of crypto. And then there's kind of the reality of what it's in some ways evolved into, which I think that eventually those original powers, those original ideas that built crypto, that built Bitcoin and the founder coins, I guess you would say, that they will shine through in the end. But yeah, to answer your question, I mean, it's great. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm here every day working on the project. But it's been a wild ride, man.
Ron, do you feel like you're battle tested now after being in this or having created this project a year and a half ago? Do you feel battle tested going through all the, excuse my language, but I have to say, going through all this shit within the industry? Do you feel more battle tested than you? And I'm talking about, listen, I'm sure, I'm sure, how do I put this? you've lived life, so there have been situations, experience. I get it. You come into this space, they love you, they hate you, they love you, they hate you. Are you now immune to that kind of stuff where, like it kind of like you don't get too high, get too low kind of thing? You're just like, all right, now I get it. None of this stuff affects me. My focus is on building.
Yeah, I mean, I was, I guess, what, 54 when I came into crypto, and I had no crypto experience, right? But I had a lot of life experience. Anybody who's alive, right? You go through ups and downs and trials and tribulations. Crypto definitely brought it to a new level. So yeah, I feel like it's funny you asked that question because there's times when I'm like, man, I think I could almost, I hope I don't have to deal with anything more challenging at times, right? Because there's a lot of great times and there's a lot of wonderful, awesome people in the crypto world. But there are times when I think I could almost deal with anything life throws at me at this point. And do it like I've heard that term like with elephant skin. Like you don't, and like you said, right? You don't get too high, you don't get too low, and you just keep plodding away with something you believe and that you believe can be successful and creates community. I mean, you hit the nail on the head before I came on, and just keep working day by day in leading and trying to lead by example or leading by example. I think I, would like to think that I lead by example for people in crypto. Like you don't have to lie. You don't have to make outlandish promises. It's a real simple prospect. I mean, meme coins are pretty darn simple, right? It's community, it's relationships, it's trust. You do those things, and what I anticipate and what I think can happen is that the project can continue to be successful.
What do you had your wallet exploited,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
you had that situation happen.
yeah,
When you look at I don't know if you read into it, but
yeah.
Cold Card had
Mhm.
an exploit, and a lot of people lost a lot of money, and
Right.
they did the right thing.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
it's not like you can't blame the people now because usually it's
right.
always pushed towards, hey, you clicked the wrong link,
Yeah,
etc., etc.
that was
And
me.
now this is somebody who did everything by the book,
Right.
and this happens to them.
Yeah,
What would be the perception for somebody who wants to come into crypto?
right.
Here's this. Do you think now they're like, yeah, I might go ahead and now instead of having physical crypto, I might go and call one of my brokers to get it for me through an
Yeah.
ETF or whatnot.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's heartbreaking. I mean, I did read about it quite a bit. These people, they did what they were supposed to do, right? Like put it in a cold storage, cold wallet, and despite that, they were hacked. I think that I think I heard you say before I came on that it's kind of a black eye for crypto in general because it's a headline story and people read, oh look, I don't want to expose myself to that risk, and we need more people coming into crypto. I mean, I don't want to be negative, but when I look at the last 1 year, and I looked the other day, a year ago, right now, total crypto market cap was like 4 trillion, and today it's at what, a little over 2 trillion, maybe a little
Yeah.
bit higher. It's like if we need more people coming into crypto, they need to feel. I mean, we say that about Unicorn Fart Dust all the time, right? It's a safe, reliable project, but people that are around my age that have money or a little bit older, they need to feel like if they come into crypto, that it's going to be safe and that they're not going to get, ripped off or scammed. And you're right. I mean, look, when I got hacked, I clicked on a link and I made a huge mistake. These people, they were doing the right thing. So I don't know if the answer is more of the, and I'm not a crypto guru, but more of the
Yeah.
centralized exchanges. I know that in crypto, there's this, well, no, don't, do self custody. But, maybe there's a hybrid. I don't know. But what I do know is that we need to create an environment in crypto. Sorry, I'm on a soapbox, but where if we want to attract more people, it's maybe, I don't know how to say it, got to be a little bit cleaner and a little more reliable and safe.
Do you think there's not enough leadership in crypto right now?
Yeah, I do not think there's enough leadership in crypto right now. No, I think that there's a vacuum that I would hope that I'm helping to fill a little bit. Um, a vacuum that needs to be filled by just people that treat other people the way that they want to be treated. And I think that once that happens, and I think it will happen. I mean, I was wrong. A year ago, I said the meme coin sector would be way different, but it kind of sort of isn't at this point. But I think that as it evolves, that we'll see more of that. That we'll see more people. I mean, even if it's just by natural market forces, that certain people will step into more leadership roles, and that ultimately they can attract more people into crypto because of all the big benefits and exciting opportunities that there are.
What do you think is the biggest problem in the meme coin sector?
Oh boy. Probably, well, no, I mean, I think there's the fact that there's so many meme coins being created constantly is kind of like a headwind that any project has to run against. Now, look, I'm part of the problem, right? I mean, I created Unicorn Fart Dust after watching a 30-minute YouTube video, and it was a real simple process. So I am the pot calling the kettle black, but I think that creates a headwind. But I think even more of a issue is maybe people, and you touched on this before I came on, people not being willing to really commit to something and really stick with it. I mean, like within Unicorn Fart Dust, the way I look at it is like we've got a great community of really good quality people, and it just stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks, right? And then occasionally people fall off. I mean, we need the projects to get to a point where there's just good people who are willing to stick around. And I think you said it right. Like if there's a red candle, they don't run for the exit door. You said something, and I wrote it down, a tweet a few days ago. You said everyone wants generational wealth, and no one has generational patience.
Yeah.
And I think that sums it up. Now, if we get more people into crypto, maybe some more mature people, and there are a lot of them. I'm not like bashing. I mean, there's some great people in crypto right now, but if we get more, maybe even older, boomer age people into crypto, I think we'll see more of that. That we'll see more people that are buying and holding. And I mean, within UFD, it is working. I mean, I think like our top 250 wallets own 2/3 of our coins, and like I don't know, 87% of them have held for 90 days or longer. So I think it works, but it takes time.
What do you think about supply control? Do you think, because now it's been a big
Yeah.
topic of how do you fix the meme ecosystem?
Yeah.
Is supply control the way to go? Because listen, VCs with their projects, they had supply control.
Mhm.
Like, and they've gone to billions of dollars within our industry.
Mhm.
If you had 70 to 80% control of Unicorn Fart Dust,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be in a better position because what, like, you're a front-facing dev.
Right.
You're here, you're every day, you're doing your stream, you're out here, you're talking to the people, you're going out to conferences.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not hiding, you're not some anonymous figure. Wouldn't it be better? And that's just my take, and you can
Yeah.
tell me I'm wrong, and that's fine. But
Right.
wouldn't it be better to have the control of the supply in your hands versus the control of supply in people that are looking for a quick flip? Because we have to somehow figure out how to heal this space and the mindset of I'm just sticking in this for 4 minutes and I'm out. And I understand it's the free market. These are the free market. You can do whatever you want. But how can a project elevate if people are just looking at green candles, like, or candles in general, and basing their decisions from an emotional standpoint?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think, if I owned 80%, or if any developer owns 80% of the coin, I think there's two ways to look at it, right? There's the advantage then that I could use that money to help with promotions. I mean, like I don't make any money off Unicorn Fart Dust, right? I mean, I own, I think 0.7% of the total supply. But then there's the other perspective too of, if you really, in just my opinion and what I understand about crypto, if you really look back at those kind of, founding fathers of crypto, those original, it was all about the community.
Yeah.
So I think I could also argue that with Unicorn Fart Dust, the fact that I think it's safe to say that it was a community takeover from day one, right? I mean, I had no clue what I was doing. That there's also some real power in that as well. Because they don't have to worry about me dumping 20% of the coins at 3 in the morning on a Sunday or anything like that. So I think there's two ways to look at it, maybe a hybrid, but I think at the end of the day, they have to be able to trust the developer, that they're not going to do a rug pull, right? I mean, the classic crypto rug pull situation.
For me, it's just I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out, how do we heal the ecosystem? You have good projects that are out here. I still have, by the way, do not call me a buttercup, not you. I've gotten buttercup DMs. Know your role, okay? I am 100% not a buttercup.
David, whoa. You gotta say what you said on the very first day. I ain't no buttercup.
I ain't no buttercup.
There you go. And you gave it that smile that my mom likes so well. So thank you.
God bless your mother, and God bless Susie and everybody. But my thing is, I watched this industry. I was like one of the first people to call out meme coins when it wasn't popular.
Yeah.
The meme culture is very important. We are out here. Is that her on the walkie-talkie?
That's Susie. I'm sorry. Hold on one
second.
second.
Go ahead.
Susie,
we're live.
David
Susie, we're live.
David would like you to go ahead. Go ahead.
I kind of want to know how much of a duster David really is.
Yeah.
She wants to know how much of a
duster you really are. You're a hardcore duster, right?
I'm a duster. Okay. I'm a duster. But hold on, I gotta clarify. I'm a duster in UFD. Okay, I'm not a duster. I know they're gonna clip this up and say you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I am, Susie. Yes, I am. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you have a live show, and I love it. I love it. I love when things like that.
You've got a wife upstairs on a walkie-talkie. That's upstairs, Susie, and you can follow her on X, right? She's getting more popular than I am.
Does she have you on a LoJack system? Has she put LoJack on you to track you? I feel like you got the walkie-talkie. I feel like you got LoJack on you. Am I right? Or
anyway. Deadbolts on the basement door. Just use your imagination. I'll leave
Scene out of Misery. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Susie. I'm kidding. It's a great movie, not you. I'm just a great movie.
She's the best. I wouldn't be here without her. I want to throw that in. And let's get back to fixing crypto, because I love this idea of fixing meme coins in general.
So to me, I've been really disappointed.
Yeah.
I've watched this industry. This is not the industry that I came into. I'm a Bitcoiner. I'm an ETH head. I have whatever. Great. Memes are what I got destroyed for. So I'm going to explain why I got destroyed for memes. When memes weren't popular at all, I went on national TV talking about memes. I went into mainstream publications talking about memes. People are like, what are you doing? You've lost your mind.
Yeah.
I said, you guys don't understand. Meme culture is strong. All of us meme every single day.
Yep.
Memeing is a universal language. Somebody can be Asian, whatever, speak a different language and understand the meme that you put out there. So I was like, this is a way that we can bring people into the industry. Dogecoin showed that. So when I went on to TV and the segment was about Bitcoin, here I am saying, well, Dogecoin is a good way to onboard new people into crypto because people can actually play with it. Mm-hmm. Because with Bitcoin, everybody says hodl, 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 buy Bitcoin, hold it, diamond hands, hold. With Dogecoin, you're coming into an environment where people, number one, are nice. They're just like you. They've read up a little bit. You come in, they're trying to break it down for you in layman's terms. It's not like these Bitcoin maxi rooms where you're being screamed at. It's actual people just like us participating, having fun. And then in a few weeks, they understand, oh, I don't have to buy a Bitcoin. at $50,000 or $60,000. I could buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. I didn't know this. This wasn't told to me. Now they have a better understanding, but they're also playing with crypto. They're using crypto to send a tip. They're using, I mean, when Dogecoin was created, people were using Dogecoin to send tips on the Bitcoin talk forums.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is the way. It just, nobody's talking about hodling Dogecoin. There's like, have fun using it.
Yeah.
And to me, the meme economy can be great, but these launch pads have allowed, and listen, it's technology. Technology evolves, and that's, you can't stop that. You want that. And it's a decentralized space, and it's a free market. I understand that. But when you have random people, and you have these kid who created a token and said, and rug people right in front of them and said, thanks for the 20 bandos, excuse my language, but bitches, that's what he said.
Yeah.
This is not crypto. Crypto wasn't gambling. Okay, that's not why you came into crypto, to gamble. No, you came in to escape the centralized entities that never gave you an opportunity. You came here to unbank yourself, to be permissionless, and like that's why you're here. So like when I see what's happening now, and I see that we're not supporting people that are putting their faces out here, like you, that's disappointing for me. Because it's like, you don't have to like somebody, but you can appreciate that somebody's taking or has the intestinal fortitude to come out here, put their face on a line, build in 4K, and they're attempting to do something. Win, lose, or draw. They're attempting to do something that's positive, to fix this system that is broken at this current time. So I feel that within our ecosystem, we need to stop chasing the bullshit. And we need to start supporting our builders. Anybody who is risking their name and reputations coming out here and standing behind something, we need to look at them, look at the lore, look at the meme, and more so support them over somebody who is anonymous, never been heard of, and also launched 95,000 tokens. So that's, I'm passionate about that. And I'm absolutely like, I can't.
Yeah.
You're lucky that I'm trying to keep it a little bit PG here, because I say I drop some F-bombs right now. But that's where I stand, Ron. I really do.
And I jotted some notes down as you were talking. I think there's a stigma outside of crypto about crypto. And is it, we have to ask ourselves a question, is it deserved? I mean, look, I was a gold and silver maxi. I still am. I still have my Ron's Basement gold and silver live streams that I do. Most people in the precious metal sector are very critical, or there's a stigma about crypto. And I think crypto has to ask itself, you asked the question earlier about leadership, like, is that somewhat deserved because of what people hear, right or wrong? They don't, I mean, people like to hear bad stuff, right? I mean, as opposed to good stuff. They don't hear about all the good stuff that goes on in crypto and the good projects. They hear about the Bitcoin wallet hacks, and they hear about, you know, people getting scammed. And so I think crypto has to ask itself that question. I think extraction is a big problem. Just people that are purely wanting to extract, people that will sit and say, I believe in crypto, crypto's awesome, blah, blah, blah. That's their words. But their action is, they're more interested in US dollars. They're more interested in those fiat dollars that they're supposedly trying to escape. The other thing that I think, David, is that, and I don't think memes necessarily fall into this, but just in general with crypto, like sometimes it can get a little overly complicated. Like people took what was generally a pretty simple, easy, I heard Jack Dorsey talk about Bitcoin, and he said it was very deliberate and easy to understand. Right. And then it evolved into this, and it probably because of some extractive intentions, this overly complicated 500-page white paper. You know, like I like to say with Unicorn Fart Dust, we have a 1-page white paper, and I've got it back there. It's a white paper. It's not, and it says community equals utility. So yeah, I agree with you. But I do think that, number one, I want to reiterate, there are some great projects. There are some great people. And that at the end of the day, the people that continue to act with integrity and continue to show up, that those original that harness those original like powers of crypto ethos, whatever you want to call them, are going to do well. And I know you're with White Bull, right? I'm with UFD. That like there are some really good people, really great projects out there. Sorry.
You know, no. These are the conversations that I'm looking for. I don't want anything PC. I want when I have guests on here, I want them to tell me how it is and what they're seeing from their point of view. The reason why I've kind of like gone out there, you know what? I've been sitting back and I've been watching, but then I said, you know what? We really do need the Wall Street Bets movement part
Yeah.
2.0. We need that where mainstream comes together. I want to touch on this before I go there. You said something where you said, you know, we made it way too complicated. And I say that all the time because when people grab their phones, when they grab this phone and they want to go on Instagram, they're not trying to learn Python. They're not trying to learn coding languages, okay? They don't care about Solidity or how it was made. They want to know, I download this, I have an account, I can post a picture, I can filter it, okay? And I can write a caption and I can post it. We make it so, and God bless our developers. Without them, we wouldn't have a space. But our developers will come out here and start speaking in code. And that loses everybody because nobody came here for code. Most people have come here, and we'll call for what it is. Most people get into this industry on day one because their friend Johnny went and told him that he made $3 million in 4 days. Now this guy is like, oh my God, I'm working at IHOP. Screw IHOP. I want to come in here. Nothing against IHOP.
No.
Pancakes are wonderful. I'm sure they are. And the coffee's great. But like they come racing in here and they're like, hey, I haven't made, you said you made $3 million in 3 days. I haven't made nothing in a week. What is this?
Yeah.
And I think, number one, we have a problem where our developers, they don't know how to explain their products. They need somebody who can break it down in layman's terms.
Yeah.
Here's what it does and here's how it works. And when we finally get to that point, that's when we start winning with your crowd, my crowd, younger crowds. They'll feel more like, okay, this is worth it. Also, we're in an instant gratification generation.
Yeah.
So if they don't see things right away, Ron, there's no delay. This didn't happen in 48 hours. I'm out.
Right.
And then when the thing goes up, when the asset goes up, then it's like it's somebody's fault other than theirs.
Right.
Because they didn't show patience or conviction.
Yep.
So for me, the reason why I want that Wall Street Bets movement part 2, that we, the people, are the catalyst.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait for somebody. Here's what I've been preaching. We don't have to wait for anybody. We, the people, are the catalyst. We need to bring everybody together. It doesn't matter what project you're into. Great. Everybody's going to have a fan favorite. Everybody's a fan of a certain sports team. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. But we are one community. We all came here for the same reasons. Most of us, we need to go ahead and bridge the gap. Yeah. And we need to take on these cabals, these KOLs. Respectfully, I'm sorry. I don't see myself as a KOL or an influencer. I see myself as an educator. And my thing is, we need to bring the community together because we are more powerful as one cohesive working unit rather as a bunch of individuals. So that's it. That's really it.
And people want that. I mean, it's like people want to be part of something. People want to be part of a community. People want to be part of a cause, right? And these memes, I think, give that opportunity. And I agree with you 100%. It is too complicated, right? I mean, I figured it out, but I'm the type guy who will, I changed my own power steering pump in our old Acura, right? Like watching YouTube videos. Most people just go to the dealership. We need to be able to make it simple enough that those people that just go to the dealership are going to be able to get into crypto, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, Ron, I have some serious questions for you now.
Okay. Yeah.
You thought this was serious.
Yeah, I thought I
was. Now
was
it's going to get really serious. I waited a few months to get you on here. Okay. You've been avoiding me, Ron.
I'm hard to book. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it. You're living the life.
Yeah.
Red carpet all over the place, Ron. I get it. There has been conversations I won't name the sources that say that you are not allowing Susie to drive
Oh no.
the Duster car. Now, again, this is speculation, but I need to know the truth. Is this are these rumors real that you are not allowing her to touch the
Well,
Duster car?
I guess technically I can say it's untrue because I did let her drive it one time. It just has a lot of it's a real custom car. They spent a lot of money, and there's all types of different buttons and systems that need to be like run to make it fart and to make it smoke and all that. So, but honestly, yeah, I've been very I guess apprehensive to let her drive it just because I don't want her or anything to happen to the car.
So I'm reading that as an answer of
You're
first of
correct.
all, letting her. How far did she drive that one time? Did she just sit in the car or did she actually drive it?
Just anal. Oh, yeah, there. Okay. Yeah. She said I'm anal. No, I let her drive it. She had to follow me to the shop, and then I let her drive it home from the shop, but only when I was in the car. I'm not a real control freak. It's just when it comes to the Duster, I for some reason I am a little strange. I'll fully admit it. I'll work on it, Dave. When I get back on your show, hopefully within the next 2 years, I'll gladly give you an update.
Ron, you promised me that when you would hit New York City with the Duster car,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I would get into it and we'd dust away and fart on people
Right.
and blow dust and stuff. Why hasn't that happened?
Well, I've never been to New York City. I was talking to a guy in Manhattan earlier in the week. I've traveled all over the world. For some reason, never New York City. Now, twice, I don't know if you're aware of this, there's a documentary crew that 2 times has come to the house. They were here, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, taking footage for a documentary. And I'm not promising anything, but they talked about potentially, and they're from Brooklyn, the documentary crew. They talked about, yeah, they're great guys. Everybody I meet from New York, including you, I always like. So and I hear that people in New York are really cool. So they talked about potentially that there would be a premiere maybe sometime like early 2027. And I've told Susie and she agrees. Like if that happens, I got to drive the Duster to New York City. And you will be the absolute, because I promised you, and I think very highly of you. You will be the first person to go for a ride in the Duster, David.
Guys, this is recorded, by the way, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. I want you to know, and for those who are tuning in on TikTok, on X, you heard it here. Okay, so if he's in New York City, and I'm not in the Duster car, I will cry.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I may even let Susie drive it when you're in there. So we'll see how that
Oh,
goes.
he's
I don't
trying
know.
to say- He's not trying to be in the basement anymore.
Did I
This
just
is
say
his way
that?
out of the basement. I'll let
Cut
you
that,
drive
cut
it,
that.
Susie.
Cut that part out, please. Cut that out.
Last question, and I know you're busy, and I thank you for coming on here. I always
Thank
have fun
you.
with you.
Yeah.
Being on the show. I think I don't care what everybody says something about everybody in this space,
Yeah.
including listen. I've been there, done that. I don't even listen.
Right.
God bless everybody. I don't really care. It's none of my business.
The basement door has been locked.
Yeah. Oh, she
What'd
said
she
the
say?
Hold on. Say that again, please.
I just locked the basement door, David.
Oh my gosh,
gotta
she's
live
a
with
tough
that.
cookie.
Yeah.
Listen, you got a strong backbone. That's all I gotta say. You guys, God bless Susie. I see her, and the way she operates on social media. That is, and I'm not just saying that because I don't say things just to say them, but it is amazing to watch how she backs you. That is cool. And want to ask you, what other do you hold any other crypto?
No.
And if you
No.
you don't hold any other crypto.
Nope.
When you look at least this, I guess, when you look out there, are there any cryptos that fascinate you? That like you can say, hey, they're working, like I like the way they work, kind of thing. Do you don't even have to name them, but do you like look outside of UFD and say, okay, I like what they're doing. I could go ahead and use some of their blueprint, bring it over to UFD kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I
No?
am so focused on Unicorn Fart Dust. Like, it is the only crypto I do own. Let me backtrack. Somebody gave me, I think, 69 SPX 6900
Okay.
token. So that's in my wallet. And I look at what they're doing. I think that's a great, a project that has a great community. I'm mostly just
Oh my God, they're gonna love you for that.
yeah, well,
Oh my God.
well, I mean, and there's some great community. There's a little community called Pizza. These guys are really awesome, nice, good people, like quality people. So I mean, I guess to answer your question, I do look at other meme coin projects, but I am hyper focused. I mean, I know what Ethereum is, I know what Bitcoin is, I know Solana, I know what goes on because I'm just in the crypto world. But I'll be honest with you, David, like a lot of these projects, just to backtrack to what we talked about a little bit earlier, are so damn complicated that I'm like, what are they trying to do? This doesn't make sense to me. And look, I have a degree in accounting. I worked for a big four accounting firm. I understand how money flows and works. And I'm like, this is just, off the rails. So I tend to just be focused on UFD and then the other meme coin projects and see what they're doing to help build the community, because at the end of the day, that's what matters is the strength of the community. And whatever I can do, I don't really even look at the chart, to be honest with you. I get an idea from being on the
Yeah.
timeline, but I'm like, if I'm going to spend an hour a day staring at the UFD chart, I might as well spend that hour doing something to help build relationships, to help build the community, because ultimately that's what's going to determine what that chart does anyway.
Ron, I hope that Unicorn Fart does it extremely well, and it will.
Thanks, man.
We need more front-facing people winning, and when I mean that, front-facing developers that are out here, that are building, that are not looking at charts, and that's a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. I say that I don't look at charts. I look at the foundation that's being built.
Yeah,
That's important to me. There has to be a foundation before you could talk about anything else. And I think that you're doing that. I see the UFD, dusters out there, they're constantly talking. Sometimes they even pick on me and call me a buttercup, but it's okay. I have Teflon skin. Okay. You say elephant skin. I got Teflon skin. It don't bother me. Okay. Because I know I'm a duster. Okay. I know I'm a duster. And you can say all you want. And you're watching right now. You can say all you want. But I do want to see you do well, because if you do well, then, everybody else does well. And it's a good thing. And I'm glad that you came onto the show. Big up and shout out to Susie. Shout out to your mom.
To give you a
Hi,
high
Susie.
five.
Shout out to you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a part of the show.
Thank you. Okay. And to everybody that's joining us, I mean, there's a reason why you work hard. I know how much work goes into doing this. So my hat's off to you. And there's a reason why you've been so successful. You're giving value to people. Everybody that's joining us today, they're not really joining because of me, right? They're joining because they know that you provide value. I do want to tell you one more thing. When I come to New York, hopefully we're in the process of making a prototype of a Unicorn Fart Dust, a dusty stuffed animal. They're going to be limited edition, but I promise you I'll bring one of those along for you as well.
Before you go,
yeah,
I had somebody from your community, and this is why I appreciate your community.
Mm-hmm.
I had somebody send me something to my office.
Oh, yeah.
And they sent me this, and they also sent me I wouldn't read it out loud unless they gave me permission, but it was a really thought out note about your community, about everything. It's just really deep type of note. And they sent me a sweatshirt and a t-shirt, which was cool. And they sent me this. Take a look, guys. Hold on. Hopefully the camera can kind of, for any of you you pretending dusters being buttercups, okay? It's the Unicorn Fart Dust coin, which says honest integrity, prosperity, good attracts good, UFD, unicorn fart dust.
And
So
you've been carrying that around in your pocket ever since, right?
I flip it.
Yeah, that's
Heads and
probably
tails.
a guy named UFD Corral, and technically that's a challenge coin, which, like, if you're in the military, they have those, and if you don't have it with you, and then you had to buy somebody a drink, I think is how that works. So, yeah,
I wanted to acknowledge I don't want to read the note that he sent,
yeah,
but I appreciated the person doing that. It
yeah,
was a really, people send me merch all the time, but the note was really cool, and I
yeah,
still have it. And I was like, this is, and that's the kind of community you want to build around.
yeah,
You want to build around people like him
yeah,
and others who understand what building is. That's
yeah,
it. And I just wanted to acknowledge it. So I hope that you guys are tremendously successful. I know you will be, because I know you're not going to just give up, and
no,
you have a community that's absolutely insane, and that makes for a great opportunity to go ahead and win. So good for
thanks,
you, Ron. Good
thanks.
for you,
Well,
Ron. And shout out to Susie, and again, your mom. Shout out to your mom. I should bring her on to the show and interview her. But
I tell you, next time I'll have mom sit here with us, and you can say hello to her. And thank you, David. Okay, and again to all the viewers and everybody out there. I'll say one last thing. You talked
let
about
them know also what time you
yeah,
go live and do your streams, so
yeah.
people can tune in if they're interested.
Well, it's different days at different times, so it's hard. But I've been going live, 2 or 3 times per week, coming on on shows like this. I did want to touch on real quickly
Yeah.
the quality of people, because there are some incredible high quality people in crypto, and I always think that it's one of unicorn fart dust. I call it one of our secret weapons, like this foundation of people. And I've met them. We had a meetup in Vegas a couple of months ago, and we've had a couple of meetups. And I've met some of them have come to the house. A guy from Holland came here. It just really, like, super good. Like, there are some really super high quality people in crypto, and I think that like you talked about earlier, right? Like, those people providing leadership can help to continue bringing more people into crypto, a safe, reliable environment. So, thanks, David.
Thank you, Ron, and I appreciate you, and I hope to have you on later this year to go ahead and, once we flip into a bullish
Yeah,
situation, bring you back here and chop it up with you.
sounds good, buddy. Thank you.
That is Ron. He'll be sleeping in the basement after his comments today. Check him out. Give him a follow. He's a really good guy. I love Ron, man. I love bringing on Ron. Okay, Ron's a great guy. Susie, shout out to Susie. Give her a follow. She's great as well. She's always out there. She's tweeting. She's having conversations with the people. That's all you can ask for is the conversations and somebody who's dedicated to building something out. That's all. I think that's all we want. Like, for me personally, all I want, win, lose, or draw, is to be a part of a situation where somebody's actually building. Win, lose, or draw, I can accept losing if the effort is being put in. If there's 100% effort being put in, I'm okay. Win, lose, or draw. But when there's no effort being put in and I'm in, I can't accept it. You heard? And yeah, this is cool, man. I use this. I do coin flips and stuff. With that unicorn fart dust coin. I have the letter. I won't read it. I wanted to, but I won't read it out loud. I feel like I do that with all my conversations. I don't put my conversations that I have with people out there. Yeah, you heard. You heard. You heard. Shout out to Susie. Shout out to Ron's mom. I know she's a huge fan. Okay, she's probably not. Not only is he not letting Susie in the Dustmobile, but he ain't letting mom in the Dustmobile. Well, what's happening here? We should be reporting on this situation. All right, this is like breaking news. Anyway, we'll be right back after this commercial break, sponsored by Midnight. Again, you can go ahead and follow Ron at Ron Ron from the basement. Okay, go ahead and check him out. I have the link on the show on X, so you can go ahead and check that out. Anyway, we'll be right back.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's where we build Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together. What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really...
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. Man, I'm trying to connect my phone. Hold on one second. I need help here. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Oh, that sucks, man. Welcome back to the breakdown, though. Episode 761. 100%. I've done 15 to 2,000 episodes or podcast, whatever you want to call it. No, there's been like 1,200 episodes of the breakdown, I think, or more. I think so. Anyway, think about it. 10 years. 10 years of this. By the way, once again, thank you so much. I appreciate Ron coming on here from Unicorn Fart Dust. I think they have an amazing community, and they've rallied behind somebody who came from the precious metals industry, who decided to go and just make Unicorn Fart Dust. And look, it did incredible numbers during the bull run. But he's been building. He's not, like he said, he's not focused on the chart. He's focused on building a foundation, and that's the biggest thing. It's funny that he said, "I heard about the white bull." And by the way, the white bull is just a white bull movement. Let me clarify that. Whether or not I go ahead and acknowledge or endorse something is a different story. Obviously, as I said in the beginning of the show, I'm working. My silence, obviously, I'm not. Look, when Tim Cook or Apple are cooking up stuff, they're not telling you things that they're not talking about the day-to-day. They're not out here in the public talking about day-to-day. I really don't. I said this. I make my own momentum. I don't give a fuck about anybody's timeline or their time. Are you going to be a part of them? I'm not a part of any meta. I've been the crypto bull way before any bulls came out. So to me, like I make my own lane, and I'm gonna keep saying that. God bless everybody. Well, I'm gonna do this on my own time, and I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna put myself in a great position, not in a losing position. I'm gonna make sure that when we build this out, that we thrive. And there's a reason why we thrive. And there's a reason for it. And that is to heal and to bring back what was once a phenomenal space. And I've talked about this ad nauseum. Y'all have heard me talk about this ad nauseum. And I've been repetitive. But that is the truth. I want to change shit. I don't want to be a part of the same thing. I don't want to be a part of a cabal. Fuck the cabals. I don't want to be a part of it. We need to run shit. So that's how I'm approaching things. Okay? That's how we're approaching things. And that might not be the answer everybody fucking likes. But if you're about this cause, you'll like it. That's the way I think. That's just the way I think. Hold on. I'm going to do this. Let's have people call in, right? Should we do call-ins? I think we should do call-ins. Call-ins. Okay. So here we go. Guys, if you'd like to call in, if you would like to call into the show, by all means, join us. Join the show live. Call 917-259-4417. That's right. 917-259-4417. And go ahead and talk with me. And we can have a conversation. By the way, this just in from the Gokshi newsroom. The Dow Jones Industrial, Dow Jones, where the fuck did it go, man? Dow Jones gains over 1,000 points as large cap technology stocks surge. Let's go. Let's go. Love seeing it. Love seeing it. That's awesome. That is great. That is really great. Again, on the TikTok side, and on the X side, and everybody else tuning in from YouTube and stuff like that. Again, the number is 917-259-4417. I'm just making sure that this works. That's all. Making sure that this works. (259-4417). Yeah, that is the number. You can call that. Maybe I should put that out there. Maybe I should put that out. I'll put that out there. Fuck it. Just put it out there real quick. And then we'll get back to, obviously, the conversations. Get back to the combos. Damn, I gotta say, I got sex appeal, man. There's one thing. Let's say, yo, I got sex appeal, man. There's no doubt about it. 259-4417. There you go. I put the number out there. Call into the show. Call into the show. Anyway. Let me go ahead and see what my fellow what are my TikTokers doing? Hold on. Let's go to the TikTokers. And actually, I'm going to go to polymarket.com. The sponsor is polymarket.com. I want to check on what's happening. I'm going to look for the Clarity Act. The Clarity Act, I want to check on the Clarity Act, and I also want to check in on the Balance of Power 2026 midterms. And I always go to polymarket.com. Obviously, they sponsored the show. Damn, what the hell happened? They better have not took me off air. Okay, I thought they took me off air. Well, they limited my visibility again, which is really good because I'm set to introduce a new product. There's going to be a new product coming out next week, which will be really cool. And we'll finally get away from having all these limited visibility restrictions for me fucking just playing ads, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But let's look at Polymarket right now. Let's go ahead and look at Polymarket. Polymarket. Okay, let's go. Let me get into. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Balance of Power here, man. This is, of course, again, sponsored by Polymarket. Oh, my goodness. Holy shit. All right. The Democrats are again, Balance of Power 2026 midterms. It was at 44%. Today, it's at 46%. It is up 25%. This is crazy. So you have individuals thinking that the Democrats are going to go ahead and sweep. You actually have people that believe that they're going to sweep the Senate and House. This is crazy. There's a 41% chance, down 13%, that the Republicans hold the Senate and the Democrats take the House. Wow. Where did this come from? Am I not up on the news? Did something happen? Did something happen here that the numbers spike like this? 30% chance that the Republican Party sweeps, but that's down 10%. I must have missed the news. I really must have missed. And you know who's probably happy about this? Rob Nelson, who has the Rob Nelson Show Mondays and Wednesdays on the Gokhshtein Network. He must be ecstatic. He must be absolutely happy about this. He's probably dancing. I missed the news. Did I miss the news? Can somebody tell me, did I miss what the fuck happened? I don't even understand this. I don't understand how anybody in crypto. Could somebody explain this to me? How can somebody in crypto vote for a Democrat? Respectfully speaking. Like, if you're a one-issue voter, how are you voting for the Democrats? They're like anti-crypto. I don't know. I don't get it. Explain it to me. Explain it to me like I'm 2. Like I'm 2 years old. Explain it to me like I'm a newborn at this point. In layman, give me pop-up books. What the fuck is this? We got our first caller. Let's go ahead and bring up our first caller here. Welcome to the breakdown. You're live. What's going on? You can speak. Why don't I hear anybody? Does anybody hear anybody? I don't hear anybody. Hello?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now, but why can't I hear you here? Okay, hold on one second. I think I know the problem. You're live on air right now. What's going on? No, still the same problem. It's crazy. I don't hear him. Hold on one second. Let's see something. Hold on. You stay on the air. Hold on. You stay on the line. It's connected to the rocket. Like, I don't understand. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Why is this not connecting? Hold on one second. I gotta figure this out. Why is this not connecting? This is crazy. Say something again. Nope. I don't. Call back. Let's see what happens when you call back, man. This is crazy. It's absolute crazy. Okay, let's try this again. You're live on the air. Wow. What is happening? What is happening with the Rodecaster? What if I do this? Why is it not working? Does anybody hear him? This is I mean, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Let me just get out of here. But by the way, this was sponsored by Polymarket. Shout out to Polymarket. I'm baffled at this. I'm baffled. You hear me? I don't hear him. I do not hear him. I gotta hold on. I do not hear him. There's no way you guys hear him and I don't hear him. I don't hear him. I mean, I'm gonna try this again, man. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. No, I don't hear him. It's crazy. Yeah, yo, what is going on? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. No. Apparently, it's not connecting, man. It's not connecting. That's crazy. Check 1 2. Nothing. God damn it, man. Yeah, I can't connect you, man. For some reason, it's not working.
All right, no.
If you want to, God damn it, man. Why is it not working? This is crazy. This is absolutely, I'm mad as fuck. Come on, this gotta work, man. You gotta work. Come on, work with me, man. It's just that if I put this on speaker, it's not gonna work. Fuck. Man, this sucks. What is you heard him because I put him on speaker. Hold on, I gotta fix this, man. Let's do this again. Okay, hold on. He's gonna be live. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this shit to work. I'm about to throw this phone. It's not you, it's the goddamn system. Uh-oh, I hear something. Can you say that louder?
Say what louder?
Oh, there you go. You're live. You are live. Hold on. Let me see something.
Oh,
though.
cool.
Finally. Holy shit. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
This is crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's going on? What's your name, man?
Not much. This is Todd.
Todd. Of course Todd's gonna call.
Yep.
Why wouldn't Todd
So I had a
call?
question. I've asked you a couple times on the timeline about Radar Chat. You had us download this fucking thing. I have no idea how to use it.
Okay. I promise this week we will go through Radar Chat. But Radar Chat, like when Vic was on here, who obviously created Radar Chat, besides creating obviously Cake Wallet, it's built on top of Signal. So it's super encrypted, and it allows you to go ahead and send stats to your friends, like, you know, onboard people.
Yeah,
It's what
that's from Vic.
well, you don't know how to send stats?
No, I have no idea.
So me and
Or-
Landy, when
or do I
Landy's
have
back
friends
on
there
here,
that I would send them to.
we're gonna have Landy go ahead and send out stats because he talks all this good game about Bitcoin. We're gonna have him send us Bitcoin and shit.
Yeah, that'd be dope for sure.
How's everything going with you, Todd?
Also, yeah, good. Yeah, I'm on this damn work call. I wish I could get off of, but
busy,
yeah, everything's
man.
going good.
I think
you
there's a
see the,
lag, so I'm trying to
graffiti?
not overstep you on this lag. But go ahead.
Oh, you're good. I said, did you see the graffiti that's floating around the timeline that looked like it had your name on it or something?
Man, I got to tell you, you guys are, you know, I love the community. At the end of the day, like, you guys are insane. So, I seen it. I seen it. I 100% seen it.
Yeah, just checking. I heard it's in like Indonesia, which is freaking wild.
I will say I saw it and I looked cross-eyed.
Wasn't drawn the best for sure.
But it's
Work with
you know what?
got, for sure.
I looked at it. I said it. Yo, it's Picasso. You know, I'm a big Picasso guy, so I'm like, you know, it's something that Picasso would have done.
That's right.
Because I saw those eyes and I'm like, holy fuck. Yeah, you know, a lot of you. Can I say a lot of you guys are making me look older than I am, and uglier than I am. Like I would think. I would just think. I don't know if AI is just like, man, like he already looks like AI, so we gotta have to downgrade this kind of. I don't know what's happening here, man. This is gonna have to be a serious conversation. But I do see I do see everybody working. So I will say that I do see everybody working, and I definitely appreciate it. The one thing that I love seeing out of this whole thing is that people are starting to believe, and that to me is the biggest thing. So
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think there's been a couple people in the community that, you know, have been like, you know, being in this community has really gave me a sense of like a family again from getting, you know, out of the military, whether it be for like Canada or a couple other people from all around the world that have lost the sense of like family or community. Just hearing them report that on the timeline or like in our group chat and stuff has been pretty enlightening to me. But
that's what I'm saying, Todd. It's like this whole thing, and I hope nobody reads too much into what I will say here. It's bigger than one person.
oh, they're going to.
Oh, of course they will.
Sure.
But it's bigger than one person though. And that's what I'm like trying to, I'm trying. It's not teach, because I think teach is the wrong word, but I'm trying to lay it out there that we obviously together we're unstoppable, but at the end of the day, it's bigger than one person. And if and I just
Sure.
want people to understand that we can take back what is rightfully ours. This dog shit of an economy that has been pushed out here, the psyop that has been pushed out here, it needs to be buried. You know that's how I look at it. This bullshit that comes out every single second with no purpose, no nothing. It's time. Yes, I believe, and I say this and I believe it, that Wall Street Bets 2.0 movement, it's coming. When? Stay tuned. It's one of those things. If you're obsessed with
Right.
green candles, you'll never get it.
I agree.
You know?
I think the big thing that, because people see either they look at the Ansem coin and they're like, well, he backed it and blah, 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 and all like this, that, and the third. And it's like, well, I understand that this is technically considered a creator token, but it's a movement that got far reaches out beyond that. And it's kind of we've had a couple people leave the community, or see people on the timeline posting, oh, he's not going to endorse it, it's not going to move and stuff. And it's like, it'll move when it's ready. And those that don't buy in will buy higher. So it's
My only thing is,
where a couple of us. Go ahead.
obviously I have my own team. I have to look I don't know what Ansem is doing. And I don't, honestly, God bless everybody, but
Yeah,
I
me either.
care. I care about what I'm going to try to do, right? At the end of the day,
Right.
if I can't put together something, or at least a confident winning plan to where we really change things for the better. Forget about the money. Forget about gains and green candles. I'm talking about change things. Then all I am is everybody else. And I don't want to be that. I think I think that would show great leadership in saying no, he's not trying to just go out there and stroke his ego and showcase, look what he can do. I get it. Some people are here, they'll tell you, yeah, I'm about that. But, realistically, they're not about that life. They don't want to be a part of something that's legendary. They just want the $5.44. And I understand that. I get it. And I know at times it can be frustrating, but I have to make the right decision for the people that are here grinding over every single day. And also for anybody who says, you know what? Yeah, I want to be a part of this. And I want to make sure that it's done correctly. That's why I say I don't participate a part of metas. I create my own movement. And if people see that, they'll join within it, and we'll have a bunch of leaders. And we'll see what happens.
I also think that's a two-sided coin too, because you'll have those people also, they're like, oh, I'm with the movement and stuff, and then they cheat on the first green candle, and then they start the online FUD campaign because they missed.
Too
whatever,
bad.
so.
Too bad that I don't care about FUD. Too bad I don't care about personal attacks. Too bad I don't care about anything. Respectfully, I care to participate with the same. My energy is I participate with people that have the same energy. That's it. Somebody slings a shot. Somebody said, I could care less. I don't really care.
Right.
In that sense, I don't care. I care about people that care about being a part of something that's special, and being a part of something that's special you got to look at it. You have to, Todd, from one sense, people have to understand, I didn't ask for this.
Right.
Now, when I consider it, I have to go ahead and look at, do I put myself because if I'm going through with something like this, people are going to, no matter what, if I say don't follow, people will follow. So am I putting my brand, everything, am I putting it all in the right position for success? It's not guaranteed. Success is not guaranteed. There is no guarantee. But can I put together something that absolutely has a great chance of winning out? And that is, and the first
you can put
thing
yourself
is,
in the best position possible.
yeah, I got to do that. It's like I got to make sure also that it's for the right reasons. That is one thing that I say all the time. It got to be for the right reasons. I don't need to stroke my ego. I've proven my resume's proven. I don't need to go ahead and tell everybody, look what I did on the chart. Like I don't really care about that because if that's it, then I am no different than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, if that was the case, it wouldn't be a multi-cycle coin. It would be a pump and dump. So.
There you go. And that's what I want. I know there's a lot, and the anger only comes from people that don't care about building and then can care less about us space. So I don't really
Correct.
That's why those opinions don't matter to me. I can consider that feedback, but they really at the end of the day, I know what they're here for. And listen, I'm not stupid to the fact either. People are here to make gains. Okay, great. But like, wouldn't it be cool to be a part of something that brings back the ethos of crypto, that brings back the environment that we're accustomed to? That's what I want. Like, I want to be I want us to be in the history books for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons.
Right.
That's it. Like, I mean, like, and imagine. So my thing is, I respect everybody who's out there, Todd, who's doing their thing and building or trying to do something. But I can, like, I already have a platform. I've already built one, and it continues to grow. I don't need more. You know, I don't need more attaboys. You know, and you know, taps on the shoulder saying that, hey, no, like I really. From the bottom of my heart, man, and the bottom of these nuts, I really do want to do something legendary. But it has to be, the ingredients have to be there, and it has to make sense. You know? So,
Yeah.
again, it doesn't...
Makes perfect sense to me.
Whatever I do, it's going to be inclusive. That's what I can say. And I think everybody, when they see it, I think people will say, you know what? This motherfucker has the right intentions. And this is going to be some really cool shit. And we're gonna bring back the vibes, and we will be the next movement. Like, we will actually be a movement. Everybody says they're a movement. We will actually be a movement. And I've talked about this movement. Replay my tapes, replay the shows. I always say this. Talked about having a movement like this for so long. So
yeah, and I also wanted to say, like, to a couple of the whales that are in the David coin, right? I just want to say that if, for full disclosure, in order to build trust, if it needed to happen, because, you know, I hold quite a bit of the coin and a couple of the other ones do, that I would lock it for 6 months so that you know that it's completely protected. So when we start moving, that the Jeep's not going to come from me, and it's not going to come from a couple others. So,
listen, I appreciate it 100%. At the end of the day, I'm still like looking at everything. Like in general, I'm just looking at my focus right now, though, Todd, is looking at making sure that the movement itself, that there is an actual plan. And not just something where it's off the cuff, because you can't do this shit off the cuff. You got to have a plan.
And be successful. You can't.
I mean, imagine like you've served our country. You just can't walk into another country and say, okay, well, just fuck it, wing it. That doesn't happen. You know, that's not how you.
Right. I mean, we walk in and slap our dick on the table, but we definitely don't wing it.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But you get it. Like, okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, if you don't have this is what we're going to do, you're kind of going to be fucked. Winging it, yeah, okay. Listen, okay, I ain't gonna go into terminology
you
about
fake the funk for a little while, but
yeah. I mean, at some point you run out of ammo, you're in trouble.
Sure.
You know. So
yep.
I appreciate you, Todd. Though you're a stellar out here, and I'm gonna say you're a stellar individual out here in this crypto community. I'm talking about the general crypto community. So I do appreciate you.
Right.
Definitely appreciate you.
Just try to be the difference that I want to see in the world for sure. So.
That's it. That's really it. That's it. you just said what it's just trying to make a difference, right?
Yep.
I appreciate you calling in. I'll touch base. I'll touch base with you guys. By the way, if you subscribe in my chats, if you're a subscriber, I do those sub chats. I'm gonna do one right after the show today. But again, shout out to Todd. Shout out to everybody. I really do genuinely appreciate you guys. I really do, and I see it. I see it. That's what I'll say. I do see it.
My account's been mass reported, so I can't join any spaces on my
That's crazy.
stupid account. So
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my
for
world.
sure, bro.
Welcome, Todd.
Yeah.
I'll
I
touch
can't
base.
even chat in your live. I can't do anything. So
Like I said, welcome to my world. I'm just lucky
Yeah.
that I'm legacy verified. Oh my god, if I wasn't legacy verified, I'd be fucked. But listen, they even try to do that shit to me on TikTok. They try to shut me down
Sure.
because I don't talk. Nobody wants to hear me talk about KOLs and influencers and cabals, especially the VCs and institutions that are backing them. So they don't want to hear me talking about that. These are the same people that will love to have me on their team, and I refuse. So it's all good. I'm with the people, man. I like the people. I think the people have a good chance.
Same. I think so too.
Thank you, Todd. I hope you have a wonderful day,
man.
bro.
Yes, sir. You too.
That's Todd, everybody. Give him a follow. Todd is a great guy, man. I like Todd a lot, man. I like Todd a lot. I love this community in general. The White Bull community. I fuck with the White Bull community. Then they fuck with me. And obviously I'm saying the White Bull community. I'm generalizing it. And for those who have tuned in, because people said I've called it. I haven't called anything. I haven't called a goddamn ticker. I haven't called anything yet. Nothing. And I know, like, for some people that's frustrating. I understand some people are frustrated by it. 100%. I get it. But I have to. If you guys really truly give a fuck about me, because everybody says I care about you. I care. Well, if you truly give a fuck about me, at the end of the day, allow me to make my decision. That's really it. Allow me to make a decision that not only benefits the movement, but also benefits everybody. Because then I just do not want to make a decision that is incorrect. That's bottom line. And I've asked people to wait patiently. If hypothetically speaking, if you're going into something, right? If you are going into something, if you're placing your bets in something, you can't blame me because I've asked you, please be patient. Because the White Bull movement is bigger than a token. It's nice to have a token. Don't get me wrong. One day I will endorse one, but I'm just saying to be patient would be great. That's all I'm asking for. Now, if you wanna play the odds, I can't tell motherfuckers what to do. I really can't. I can't, but it's building. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 761. We had Ron on the show. We were supposed to have somebody else on the show. This person now has COVID. It's okay. We'll bring them on. Hopefully they feel better. We'll bring them on either this week or next week. We got a ton of people coming on this month, next month. And we're going to have really cool conversations because that's, you guys know me for that. Just having convos, fun ones, interesting ones, This is what I call generational. This is what I call generational patience. Generational patience is what you are. It is. Everybody wants generational wealth, but nobody has generational patience. That line that I posted out there is the realest shit that I ever said. It really is. It really is. We'll be right back after this commercial break, sponsored by Midnight.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't it happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve. Together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of crypto. Welcome back to the breakdown. There's an echo? What the fuck? Hold on. There's an echo. How bad is the echo? Fuck around, I might keep the echo. Hold on, let's see if I do this. How bad is the echo? Am I echoing now? Am I echoing or nah? Am I good? Check 1 2, check 1 2. Now we're good? Okay. Welcome back to the breakdown. Episode 761, sponsored by Midnight, Polymarket, Cake Wallet. You can go to gmarkets.io for the latest and latest news in crypto and the markets, for the latest data. You guys are looking for it. Just the commercial breaks? All right, gotcha. I have this phone number here. I'll stay on for 15 more minutes. There were people trying to call in, and obviously I was having the conversation with Todd, who called in. Look, to end this show, I will say that it costs you nothing, and I know this is like lame, whatever, but it costs you nothing to be nice. It costs you nothing. And speaking of that, you know, like I said again, there are a lot of projects out there. There are building. You have front-facing people building. They're trying. Okay, nothing's guaranteed in life. Nothing is guaranteed in life. Nothing's guaranteed to work. Okay, you can put in. You can give it 300%. It's not guaranteed to work. Okay, but at least if you give that 300 and you put everything into it, you can always look yourself in the mirror and you say, I did it. I attempted to do something and it didn't work out. Entrepreneurs understand this. Like, you can do everything possible. It doesn't work. It wasn't your time. Maybe you're too early. Maybe it's too late. Who knows? It's the effort. It's the effort by individuals that you want to support. It's people that are willing to go the extra mile that you want to support in this industry. And we have to ask ourselves, have we done that? Have we supported people who have gone the extra mile, have worked their asses off, have put their names on the line, have put everything on the line to build something that they believed in? Have we supported these individuals? This is a question you have to ask yourselves. And I understand that everybody's here for money. Everybody's here for a potential gain. I get that. I understand that. That is how you got thrown into this place in the first place. You came into crypto because somebody told you, hey, there's gains to be made. Understandable. I get it. I came in for different reasons. And I've spoken about those reasons. I came in for different reasons. I actually go ahead and replay the shows. You'll understand how I came into this industry. For me, it was more escaping the centralized entities that have never given you an opportunity. And capitalism still exists in the decentralized space that we are currently in. Capitalism never went away. We didn't turn to socialism. But when you have people building out here because they want to build things that solve issues, solve problems, support them. The meme economy, people will say, well, David, what problems do memes solve? Maybe a conversational one. Maybe a conversational one. Maybe it solves that. Maybe it gives somebody happiness. Some people are miserable. Maybe a meme will make them happy again. I don't know. But those are the things that I'm thinking out loud right now, and those are the things that come to mind. Like maybe it solves a conversational problem because we don't have conversations no more. I truly believe COVID has killed conversations. People are using phones. They're in a rush somewhere. Think about your conversations at the dinner table. Think about your conversations when you go out with your friends. Everybody's on their phones. You go to a place and everybody's on their phone. Like you go to an outing, you're paying a lot of money and everybody's on their phone. Why did we go out there in the first place? Might as well just have not got out, save that money, and just text it away. The human element is missing in talking about conversational human element. We used to have conversations. So maybe memes bring that back. Maybe that's one of the things that memes do is just bring back conversations and shit, put smiles on people's faces and just having a good time. Ron came on here, Ron from the creator of UFD. He said, complicated. Crypto's complicated. That's where the memes come in. And I've always been an advocate of saying the memes make it easier for people to understand what this industry is all about. And the protocols that own meme culture will win. The protocols that understand meme culture win. For those who push meme culture away, you will lose. Unless you're in the bed of BlackRock on whoever it is, you will lose. You are missing the point. It's not about taking people away from Bitcoin. Because I think this is what Bitcoin maxis fear. Oh my God, these people who meme are taking people away from Bitcoin. On the contrary, we're bringing people into Bitcoin. The reason why Bitcoin hit its price points is because you have altcoins. Altcoins bring people into the space and then they ultimately find Bitcoin. So you should say thank you to the people that you call shitcoiners and say, you know what? If it wasn't for altcoins, Bitcoin wouldn't be where it's at from a retail perspective. And I stand on that. We can agree to disagree, but for me, I know how many people came through Dogecoin. I know how many people came through other memes into this space and then ultimately made it into Bitcoin, which is obviously, I always say that's the goal. Bitcoin is the goal. 0.5 Bitcoin is the goal. Should be at minimum. Even if you get 0.1, God bless you. You've made it. You own a piece of property. But somewhere our society took a left and right. We got a government that doesn't work for us. We got the Clarity Act, which has nothing to do with clarity for us. It's for the banks. And they can't get shit done. On that front, you got Republicans and Democrats fighting. Put it to the floor. Scaramucci, Anthony Scaramucci said it right. Let's see who's about that life when it comes to the Clarity Act. Republican Party needs to go ahead and put that shit to the floor and let's vote and see who actually supports crypto and who doesn't. Pretty much we know the answer. The Democratic Party has come out with the anti-crypto army. Crypto's bad. Crypto's bad. Well, tell us how bad crypto is. Why is crypto bad? If you're going to name things that have happened within the crypto space, well, you know what? For an early industry, for a young industry, things are going to happen. Because if we could go ahead and talk about things that have happened with the dollar, too. Let's not forget about the dollar. Let's not forget about JP Morgan getting slapped on the wrist after they make $88 million or $1 billion. They get hit with a $5 million fine, and that's it. Go on your way. Let's talk about this. If you're going to talk about how bad crypto is, well, let's talk about how bad the US dollar is and how 99.9% of all crimes go untouched with the US dollar. Are we really saying crypto is bad? Or we just don't want retail to be a part of crypto and we want to make sure that the same entities that have not given you an opportunity to be successful in life have control of something that we as a community have built? Whether you're an innovator, whether you're you're a dev, you're hosting a show, you're providing content on YouTube or other social media platforms, you have helped pave the way for others to come here. And yes, crypto is in a stretch where we need leaders to step up and build real dope shit. We are we are providing with this recent cold card exploit. We have now provided ammunition for an anti-crypto army to use and say, look, they don't know what they're doing. And actually, we provided ammunition for institutions as well, because here goes Senator Warren and her anti-crypto brigade saying, look at that. And the institutions are going to pop in and say, listen, you know we can present products and you know our security is going to be great. If we can't pass the Clarity Act, we can't call ourselves the leaders. America can't call ourselves the leaders of the crypto markets. Like, you can't. Other countries have already passed policies that are crypto friendly. They're encouraging people to come to their countries and build. This is happening. And the United States of America is still fighting over a Clarity Act. We haven't even gotten to like the structure of crypto. Welcome to the breakdown. It's 2:18 p.m. ET. I'm not going to tell you motherfuckers what you got to do. These are just my thoughts. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. You guys do what the fuck you want to do. It's your money. You do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, let's bring back our industry. What you're watching now is a bunch of horseshit. This is VCs at play. And I'll say this because I don't want to be a part of any VC culture. I want to be a part of institutional culture. I know it can make me. I know if I went ahead and participated in, if I accepted any of these VC or fucking institutional fucking offers, I could be really, really well off. I've chose not to. I want to build my own shit. I don't want to work for somebody. I want to build my own thing. We got Gokhshtein.com. We got GokhshteinPR.com. Building. More things are coming. Partnerships. Real partnerships. Those are going to be announced. I'm working my ass off. I told you. In a dark place by myself 12 months ago. Looking over everything that I've done. I said, I got a legacy to fulfill. I ain't gonna go out like this. I know people are calling and I'm not picking up, but I just wanna. I said, I ain't going out like this. I am not going out like this. It was real. It was real. You have to have a conversation with yourself. But now it's time. It's time to bring back the real culture. It's time to align with people that align with your energy. That's a big thing for me. The energy has to match. That's it. In my heart, I know this heart is pure. Mistakes, do I make them? Yeah, 100%. But the heart's pure. And the intentions are good. I'm just uber competitive. That's it. That's who I am. That's who I am. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to the show. Tomorrow we got a good lineup. The entire week we got a good lineup. Tune into the show. If you're a part of this movement, continue to tune in. I see you, I acknowledge you. I'll also be posting in on X in the subgroup. Okay? Check out, I might hold a space in the subgroup. So we shall see. I'm trying to go ahead and get 100%. All right. I'm going to hit you guys with the quote of the day. I haven't done this in a while. Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Where's the quote of the day? Give you the quote of the day right now, which is, if I can find it. Here it goes. Here's the quote of the day. Money never impressed me. I've met ugly souls in expensive clothes and beautiful hearts with empty pockets. I'll say that again. Money never impressed me. I've met ugly souls in expensive clothes and beautiful hearts with empty pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in to the most electrifying show. There is no other personality like me. There is nobody that can go ahead and articulate and put it down like me anywhere. I don't give a fuck. They can hype each other up. They can stroke each other. At the end of the day, you know this. You know this, whether you're tuning in from TikTok or X or wherever. You know, when it comes to crypto, when it comes to TriFi, when it comes to politics, trending news, I bring it. Okay? And this ain't a fucking act. This is me spitting knowledge, and you ain't gotta like it. If you don't think there's value here, you don't gotta participate. But for the most part, people do. And the energy cannot be this cannot. This energy that flows through me cannot be duplicated. There is no way. There is absolutely no way. I ain't on anybody's level. I'm on my own level. And on that note, I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's fucking go. Woo!